Welcome home, love. Back from work. Rough day? Well, it is getting to that point in the year. It's a lot of holidays back to back to back. Not real time to rest or anything, really. It's just the hardest quarter of the year, usually, for a lot of businesses. Sit down, love. Sit down and let your weary body rest. You can lay your head on my lap if you'd like, but I won't force you. But I do recommend it. When's your next day off, dear? Oh, that's so far away. Oh no. Well, once that time comes, how about the two of us just spend the day doing whatever you'd like? We can choose to go out if you prefer. Go on a little one-day adventure. See what new restaurants have shown up in the city or something. Or we could stay in bed all day, cuddle, and watch a movie or something to that sort. Whichever one you prefer. Or maybe even a third option I can't think of right now. For that day, you are my boss. You're such a hard worker. I want you to know that you are appreciated. It's not often that I show it, and I know that I should be. But if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here. I mean, I also have a job. Yes, that's true, but it's with our efforts combined that we can start living together. It's with both of us working together that we have made it this far, and I never want you to think that I am not grateful to be here with you. I I see the amount of work that you go through, the amount of effort you put in, and the amount of pain that that shows on your face every time you come home. I wish I could do more. Honestly, I do. I wish I had enough to make it so that you don't have to work anymore, that neither of us could work, and we'd still be able to live happily. One day, I promise you that. But until that day comes, know that I admire you. Not just because you're beautiful, not just because you're kind, but because you are dedicated to my happiness as much as you are to your own. And I am glad to say that I match you. That you and I are equals and opposites. And that I am under your spell as you are under mine. Where do you want us to be, love, in the future, when all is said and done? Children, maybe? I'm not sure. A nice mansion or maybe a quiet cottage in the woods? I don't know about you, but I know that I want my own plot of land. A place where we can be ourselves without the stresses of having to worry about keeping our voices down or noisy neighbors or, having to wait for a landlord to change anything about the house. Maybe a dog or a cat or a bird or something to tie us, to bring pops of energy to our lives. Or maybe you don't want to settle down just yet after this chapter of our lives. Perhaps we can travel the world, explore as many countries that catch our fancy, see the sights, meet people. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Perhaps we work hard enough that we aren't alone. Maybe we can bring your family along or my family along. Actually, scratch that. I'm not very close with mine. I think it's just your family. And that's only if you'd like them to be. Bring back the times of the early 2000s, when everyone was still living under the same roof in the family. When it's not uncommon to see one large table for 20, 30 people, all with the same blood running through their veins. But that honestly does sound like a lot of work, so maybe that's like the final goal. Or maybe we get enough money here, we get enough money now that we can fund our dreams, our passions, our little hobbies, and we can turn those into jobs and live off doing the things we love. Whatever future you desire, my dear, as long as you are with me and I am with you, I would be a happy man. I've never felt this way about anyone before. I've never, ever imagined myself growing old with someone at my side. Not until the day I met you. My love, from now till the end of time, I am yours. You have my heart, you have my soul, you have my mind at your disposal. And I see the care that you take with those. You treasure me like I treasure you, and I fall more and more in love with you every time I see it. You are my sun, you are my star, you are my world. You make everything so colorful, and I know that there are days like these when life and society and all of our responsibilities turn it all so grey, but I know that when I come home, and when you come home, everything goes back to normal, to back when things weren't as stressful. Here we can be ourselves, here we can have fun, and here is the love of my life. the one that brings color to my world, the one that sings the melody of happiness to my ears, the one whose words can whisk me away to a palace of bliss and peace, and the one who I can only hope I do the same to. You are loved, my dear. You are loved. I thank you for everything you've done. Know that it does not go unappreciated, even if it does feel that way sometimes at work, or even if I'm here. I don't show it all the time. I appreciate you, I love you, and I am thankful for you to be in my life. Good night, my darling. Rest well, you have earned it. I will see you in the morning.